I'm a huge Ajit sir fan, and you did an interview with Ajit sir, and I was like,
It's okay, man. It's okay. It's okay.
don't you want to know his shoe size?
Yeah.
I asked this to Mamuka.
What is
what
his
is
shoe size?
He said UK or US.
I remember Karan Johar had said, if I just say good morning, they'll abuse.
I know. And some person randomly went and gave him the mic. And then from down, Rajamouli said, take the mic, take it from him, take it from him.
700 good messages, and if there's one negative message, and if it's well written, I'm like, oh my god, this guy's figured me out.
How to deal with the heartbreak.
You know, I mean, I've learned so much from him, right? From you, my God. Like, you have literally sat me down and said, this is how you do it. This is what you should think about. You know, you even told me when you watch too many bad. You did.
No, I didn't teach you anything, especially about reviewing.
Physics.
And I kind of read that during the interview, and I'm reading, I'm nervous. Oh, sorry. And he's like, pre-planned nervousness.
Pressurizing, right? Like, there's thousands of people in there, in front of you, and you just kept going the banter. You went to somebody, then you went to somebody. And I was like, wow.
And what I really love is our Telugu audience. They are so full of energy, so vibrant.
You know, a lot of people dream of coming on your shows. Like, they think...
Pearly, will you come on my show?
I hate you.
I have to be so mindful because all my events are live.
Yeah.
I don't have an option to edit it. I don't have an option to say that, oh my God, I said this wrong. Multiple times you are actually dealing with a lot of people's egos. So when you look at certain comments, that actually kills your mood for that day.
I stopped reading a long time ago. I've also been getting death threats for a long time.
Title sponsors the Chennai Silks. Let the celebrations begin. GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand. Anuj Styles, Ragangal Palavidam, Ovondrum Mulagattaram. Presta Women's Wear. Anaithilum Besta, Presta. Innerwear, Leggings and Nighties. Presents Galatta Plus Mega Roundtable. Anchors. Supported by KFC. Full on variety, full on chicken. Login 360. Start your dream IT career.
Hello everyone, thank you for being here for what, I still don't know what to call this. It's like people who interact with stars and directors or people who cover the film community roundtable or whatever it is. The things that we do without a roundtable but that we technically call a roundtable, right? So it's like, and it's insane that everyone showed up in black.
Yeah.
I think there's some subtext to this. There's like, you know,
like,
our jobs are making us think black. Like do you get that feeling? Like everyone, yeah.
No, I thought that, hello.
Yeah, hello. Yeah. You want to do polite things first.
No, generally I think all the people sitting here, we are the people who initiate an interview and start with a hello. So it feels weird for me not doing that and you doing it.
Yeah.
And I felt that your show is
I said hello,
very
everyone.
stylish. Huh?
I said hello, everyone.
Hello, yeah.
So that's,
I thought this black would look good a little.
It's like
Like
Baba
a-
Black
yeah.
Sheep.
lambs to the slaughter.
That's
That's
like
what it
today
is.
we are there to slaughter. Usually.
So, and you're just like, you like black.
You know, I have a sweatshirt that I love that says it's a dark but happy place.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
which is where we all are.
We are in a dark but happy place now? Like in this round table?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Right. Generally,
In
like
a good way. Yeah.
Okay.
In a good way,
In a good
exactly.
way.
Right. So let's start by talking about, okay, maybe this side. Your first encounter with a film personality. Who was it?
You want to start with me? I
Yeah,
am the
yeah.
senior most here.
I'm
I know
still
anyone.
buffering
I
in my
think,
brain,
like,
yeah.
I think this lady.
Yeah.
Okay,
Anu-
you're.
Anupam Maji.
Yes.
No G's.
No G's. There's only
Did
4G,
you say
5G.
Did you say Anupama ji or Anu Maji?
Anukuti.
So it's like a guru, like a holy, you know.
Like,
Like,
I'm a huge fan of all of you.
Okay.
Like when he called me, I was like, should I bring my popcorn? Because I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to watch all of you. And huge fan of, all of you. And I have more more
Fan of
people
your
out
work
there.
too. Fan of your work too.
everyone's fans of each other. So I feel like we called you. That's the whole reason. So, but you want to start on?
Okay, so this instantly ages me, but the first film artist I
Balraj
ever
Sahni.
met, Raj Kapoor.
Raj Kapoor.
Because my mother wrote Prem Road.
Ah.
So I was on the sets of Prem Rog as a teenager, and I remember, oh my God, and I wish to God I had paid more attention, but I didn't have enough sense. You know, we were like South Bombay snobs, and we were just like, my mother, Kamna Chandra, wrote Prem Rog, and we were on the set, and he actually did this. He was filming, so I watched Raj Kapoor direct, and you know, he was amazing, and that's my first memory of, you know, and now I'm just like, damn, what was it? Like, I try to remember more of how he directed, and I really can't, because I wasn't paying attention enough. It was all like Hindi cinema, big Bollywood, but like I wasn't like really watching.
Yeah.
You know, but it was amazing. He was amazing. I remember sitting and having sort of chai with him at RK Studio, and there was this cottage, and he would, you know, he would bring out these snacks and just talk about the world. And I remember just like being little jaw drop type situation, but I wish I'd paid more attention.
Yeah. You, Rolly?
For me, it was Prithviraj.
Okay.
So I didn't know what to do. I didn't know why they were calling me, because I was an aspiring actor. And then suddenly they called me for this interview, and I'm like, okay, nice. And I wore mama's sari and all that, and I went for the interview. I don't even remember again what happened, because I was awestruck and I couldn't believe. It was like a pinch me moment when I saw him walk in, and I still have that picture. I looked like Vidya Balan sitting inside. Yes, because I thought that's how interviews are supposed to be. I was like, very charming. So I didn't smile also, I think. But that interview is not out there, thank God.
It's going to send people searching to see if it's like Polima and Prithviraj is
So
happening.
that was my first.
For me, when you asked me this question, I was just thinking, because I was completely from a non-filmy background. So when I entered into the industry, I was just 15 and a half years and I didn't know what I was doing. So even before they told me action, I'm just running on the set and I'm looking at people. And maybe the first person I met was Mr. Akkineni Nageshwar Rao Garu, with whom I acted. And I did not even have that feeling of a star or anything. And they're telling me the lines, he's telling his lines, so I'm doing it.
Right.
And there's no part like hosting or there's no interview or anything, because when I started, there was only Doordarshan. I started in 1991. So it was a serial that he was also acting in. And because till then I was from a Malayalam background and I didn't know much about Telugu films. So I was getting introduced to a lot of Telugu films, Telugu songs and many things. So that was when I acted with him. But later when I did an interview with him, which was for almost 72 episodes, which is called as Gurtukostanai, that's when I understood the depth. Oh my God, this man, how much knowledge he carries. And he would talk at length about every character, every film that he has done. And I think that's the best memory that I can cherish even till date about how his experience of acting in Devdas film, to Maya Bazaar and to everything. So then I was awestruck about Mr. Akkineni Nageshwar.
You know, it's very surreal because I have known these two for a long time, but I'm meeting you for the first time and I'm meeting you for the first time. And it's exactly like how you speak on stage or on interviews. And it's exactly like, same with you, Polly. It's like, you know, it's like I've heard this, like it's almost like we know each other because I've seen so many of your shows and all that. So, Vishal, what's your first?
Mamuka for sure. And I
You interviewed him?
Not interviewed him, that also. But then, this must have been when I was in 5th standard or something like that.
You interviewed him in 5th standard?
No. It's a star.
He didn't get the question.
I didn't interview Raj Kapoor.
Like that, okay.
Yeah. So then.
First interaction.
First interaction. That's
I
what he asked.
thought some school project or something. You can ask some.
In
You know.
5th standard. Yeah. So he was staying in the same hotel in a place in Thrissur. And then I was coming down the lift and I was in the 4th floor or something. He was staying in the 3rd floor. And then the door just opened and there's a movie that he was shooting called Valiyatan. And that is what for Malayalis what Mammootty looks like. That white jubba and the white munda and all that. Most handsome Mammukas ever looked is Valiyatan. And he just opened the door and this man is just standing. And then he just walks in. It's not even like, I don't think he knew I was like existing or whatever. I just walked in and then the 3 floors that just went down. I'm still there. I forgot to get out. Even now for me, nothing beats meeting. Like for a Malayali to see a star means to see Mamuka. Nothing comes
I'm
close.
sure Mamuka is watching this. You can say hi to him.
Yeah.
I was that boy.
He said, I mean, now he knows. I mean,
Now
he's
he
all he says.
I lived till Lady
I totally missed that.
No, he remembers me from the list when I was
Oh,
there.
you're the boy.
Oh God. So when you put out these like we put out interviews and stuff around, right? Do you read what people write below?
Yeah. I have this new feature on my YouTube. I don't know if you guys have it. I can send voice replies.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Hey,
Well-
Pearly.
Wait, you reply to your comments?
I send voice notes like, "Hey, thank you so much, I love you." Like,
Do you reply to all the comments?
most of them, like the ones that really touch me.
That's next
The
level.
ones that
man.
really deserve a reply. But I whenever I get time, I'm somebody who likes all the comments. You know.
But does someone filter the bad ones or?
Actually, there are no bad ones.
Oh,
Isn't that normal?
like seriously, we just like.
You're sitting with me and asking it.
So I believe like even if there is criticism, I take it in that stride, and I love criticisms. You know, that's what makes me grow. And I love feedbacks. You know, if everyone's saying we love you, I get confused. Like I can't be that, you know, good.
Vishal, let's go under our videos and put some comments.
So
Yes,
that's a good idea. Vishal, I'm gonna cheat it. Manslayer. That's only what she knows.
What I know.
Yeah. So the joke is that she knows only Mansalai. So that they're making fun of her about that.
You know, I have to mention this. I'm a huge Ajit sir fan, and you did an interview with Ajit sir, and I was like, so I think he doesn't really give interviews, and you got the opportunity, and you know, it's
quite
because
special.
it's you. I think he felt comfortable around you, and
He was
it's
lovely.
really amazing.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Did you try? Like, no. Now my next question: can I have his number, like, so that I can?
But you can do that.
I don't mind flying to Dubai for Autodrome.
Yeah.
Oh my
so
God.
so I never look at comments because I just realized that to maintain my sanity and to because I have people who will filter the comments and tell me what's going wrong and what's happening. But if I read it, I get a little flustered because the same thing.
Yeah, because see, I've been in the industry since 34 years now, almost since Jurassic Park times and all. So
Same. So
Yeah.
don't feel bad.
I have companion.
Yes, indeed.
I have a companion.
Film
So
companion.
then these comments and all, as Pearly said, in my YouTube, I find them all very good. I reply to them. I don't know this voice option, but I just reply to them. I look into all the comments and all. But when I'm doing number of shows, and there are multiple videos of mine on different channels, so it becomes very difficult to actually, you can't even post a comment from your account and all. So when you look at certain comments, that actually kills your mood for that day. And I'm not sane enough to actually think that it's okay.
Yeah.
Fine,
Yeah.
I'm okay. So I don't actually go into the comment section sometimes.
It's called post and ghost.
No, actually, it's not even the thing, right? But sometimes somebody says something and you feel like you're so angered or triggered that you want to reply at once. And then you realize that is not the good option because at that point you're very angry and you might reply in an angry way. Whereas the only way to process it is if you calm down and think about it, right? So that's why, I don't look at it directly. Purely leads a charmed life. I don't think
No,
anyone...
the thing is, when like going deeper into this conversation, there are times when we have guests and they try to attack the guest, and I usually delete those comments because I want the actors to feel happy when they come on the episode, and even if they read the comments, even if they're like few criticisms for them, I usually try to avoid it. So that's one thing.
Meaning you or like your team?
I don't have a team like that. I usually handle everything on my own.
Wow.
I love to do that, So the initial 1 hour, I say it's the most important period when you're reading the comments, because if there is a pattern, you'll see a pattern. You can actually set that pattern during the first 1 hour. Like we set that pattern in the first, we started laughing. Now that might be the pattern for the rest of the
Why don't we just change this into a masterclass about handling YouTube?
That's right.
That's
That's
like,
right. Come on.
fascinating.
So if you encourage like negative comments and if you start replying to them, and people will say, oh, she's replying to the negatives, so let's get more attention. So I give attention to the good comments and I try to encourage them, say thanks, and that becomes the pattern. So basically it's just what you focus on will grow. Yeah.
Thank you.
I focus
Tip
on
learned.
you.
Yeah, seriously,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
See,
should learn
but,
from
but
them.
the only issue here is if you're concentrating only on one channel and your channel, that is you can do that job. But when you're doing multiple things like one pre-release here, one interview there, one something there, one something here, that's when you get all these. And all this comes into effect when you start looking at the comments and you start thinking that the whole world is only thinking about you.
Yeah.
There are multiple things for the world to
And
think
like you
about.
said, losing sanity. Like I don't have it, no. So how can you lose something you don't have? So it's okay.
but I've always wondered about that because it's tough enough balancing reviewing and interviewing because there's two separate things. You do so many things. How do you just like your insane days like plan to an insane degree? Is it? It's like a
It's madness some days. Like you all saw the Globetrotter event, and the next day I had the Global Excellence Awards where we had the president and the two CMs coming, and the next day I had YouTube India Summit. So what I started doing and realizing is I don't take tomorrow's work today. So it's only today's work today. So I look into today's work completely 3 hours before the event or whatever is happening, prep myself properly and go into this event, then leave this event here and go to the next event. So that's what really helps me. And in between all this out of focus things keep happening, like as you said, the videos that are coming or some comments or anything. So shut your eyes and become sane. And actually, you should start master classes on how to handle people rather than maybe YouTube or something, but more handling people.
yeah. Actually, that's one thing that I agree with you because there have been many times that earlier when because I come from print, right? So earlier I used to prepare a lot, like to kind of get go try and prepare as much as possible. But then what happened was I prepare and then they'd say the interview has been postponed or the interview is cancelled or something, some date is gone or something like that. And then you so it's like, okay, is this confirmed? Maybe one day before the evening or the next morning or something like that. That's when the bulk of the preparation really takes place because otherwise you're just preparing and then suddenly you lose. I'm not saying it's for nothing, but you just kind of it doesn't happen.
But your
Multiple times,
superpower is really the ability to kind of have grace under pressure. Because I was at the Globetrotter event, and when there was a technical issue and they couldn't show the teaser, and you just kept that going. You didn't.
She became the teaser.
No, but you didn't lose, and that was so pressurizing, right? Like there's thousands of people in there in front of you, and you just kept it going. The banter. You went to somebody, then you went to somebody, and I was like, wow.
That's
That
a
was
presence
amazing.
of mind. I love
Exactly.
that.
There was once you got severe criticism for going into the crowd and doing something, like asking somebody a question.
Maybe I didn't look at the comments.
Yeah, yeah.
So I just skipped.
You posted and ghosted.
So
But-
comments. Sorry, you want to
So
say?
this Globetrotter thing that was happening when people...
Just to clarify, the Globetrotter event was the
Varanasi.
launch of Varanasi.
Yeah. Where there was a technical issue and the trailer wasn't being played, and then I had to just manage the stage at that moment. So everybody was thinking that there was a lot of pressure and all on me, but somehow I just love the stage. And the bigger the audience, I love it more.
Yeah.
So then at that moment, I just saw Rajamouli Garu's wife sitting there, Rama Garu was there, and she's a stylist for the film. So went there, sat with her, had a small banter with her. And then they said, still it's not playing, do something else. Then I saw Simha, who's a hero, Kiravani sir's son. So then we started the banter. And they said, it's still not coming. So then let's go to Priyanka.
Wow.
So the audience might be thinking, what is she doing? But
Yeah.
actually,
But it was
in your-
interesting.
Yeah.
It just kept everyone there.
And
interested.
one thing, I don't use a in-ear.
Oh, okay.
No way.
No,
So
I
how
don't
do
use
they
a
tell you
in-ear. I
it's
don't
not
use a
real?
prompter unless there are some events where you need to be cued about it. Because when I use a in-ear, I feel that it comes in the way of my creation. And I can't be present to what you are talking and take it from there and have my response. Because mostly the response would be coming from here. Somebody is going on constantly
But how do
saying
they tell you then that the trailer is not on or something like that?
Rajamouli sir said that it's not on, do something.
Oh, okay. like they announced it.
He was very cool. He was also grace
So
under pressure.
your cues are coming directly from the
Directly,
people.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. And we both have worked since his first film. So his first film, Student Number 1, was my first film function.
Oh.
From there till here, I know him, how he carries the events and how much of hard work he puts
What's the
into.
story of Varanasi?
Stories I don't know. Stories I don't know. I just know them only when the events happen.
Okay.
So till date, I don't know only about what happened in that event. That's all.
Okay. So, what about you and criticism?
I don't take it very well.
Okay.
Yeah. So there are
Even though you've had excellent teachers at ACJ and all that, huh?
Like
my life went downhill from there.
but you read, Vishal, you
I
read
read,
comments.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
I read, and then like even if everything is going well, there are like some 700 good messages, and if there's one negative message, and if it's well written, I'm like, oh my god, this guy's figured me out. You know, he's the one who spotted my imposter syndrome.
Imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
You won't be happy about the 700, right?
Nothing. 700 is forgotten.
Gone.
Who
Only
are
one.
these?
One.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this guy. Now what should I do? Should I ask my mom to reply to him? So I mean, reviews I don't check anymore. I mean, there's no point. And of course, there's always, if you do an interview, the people that are commenting are the fans of the star. Fans of an actor who you gave a negative review for. All that doesn't affect me, but a well-written, well-worded like criticism of something that I trying to do or something like that really affects me.
You have just created a whole bunch of people who are well written. I mean, like who can write well and who can word stuff well and are going to come and give comments to your.
I think most of that would also be AI and ChatGPT. Do you think they would be writing all that?
And Anu,
No, I can't because I'm getting death threats.
Yeah.
So it's a little grim, you know. So if I start looking, then it's over.
so you don't look.
At all.
Ever?
And
Ever,
if-
Anu?
No.
But what about your Star Plus days and like
Star Plus, it was
comments,
television.
no. Yeah.
So yeah, there was nothing. There was no social. This is 2011, 2012, 2013. So Twitter had just come in, and it was still very positive. It was a really
Happy place,
It was
yeah.
a happy place, and you met
People
other-
had faces back then.
Yeah.
Actually, you
Real
met
names.
people who, like, I met Roger Ebert, this great American critic, via X. And we actually then ended up meeting at the Cannes Film Festival because he connected with me on social media. And so it changed, like, that was the place. Yes. And it's no longer that place. So it's, so no, I stopped reading a long time ago. I've also been getting death threats for a long time. So I've had police protection. I mean, it's crazy. So when you're in that sort of extreme situation and they're coming after your kids, you can't. You just cannot look. So I don't look, and if you don't look, they have no power.
Yeah, but how do you handle this? Because you know, while these are happening, we are also corresponding, for instance, for something else. And
Correct.
You're just like normal, you know, like
You
so.
have to be, Daddy, because like life's too short. You can't give it up to trolls. You know, you just have to keep your head down and you keep working, and that's it. Your only response can be better work.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, but she's
no.
like that, you know, like she was messaging me asking me to send her a screener, and I'm watching the National Award function, and she's there. She's at the National Award function because she has to go up to get an award or whatever, and she's asking, Vishal, can you send me this movie? I want to watch it.
No, I wasn't winning.
I know.
was.
Still, you're there. You're
Yeah,
in the
I was
most
there.
important room in the world at that time, and you're like, I want to watch this Malayalam movie. So, yeah.
A huge fan of Vinod sir.
Thank you.
Fan.
Thank
He's
you.
impacted our lives in like the way he's written the story has actually changed our narrative or our point of view of life. Yeah.
Thank you. I shall tell him.
And I think people like me, Anu, and Pearly, we are not only dealing with the personalities on stage, at the same time, we're taking care of our family.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I might be in Globetrotter and I'll be telling tomorrow cook palakura pappu vandutunnara meeru repu avakaya annama. Okay, so chicken kuda pettandi. This is also happening simultaneously.
Yeah.
But Pearly, speaking of
You
that,
know,
how do you
during
express?
Saima, I had to go backstage to feed because I was just 5 months.
Yeah.
Nila
No
was
way,
5.
really?
Yeah, and I had this stupid blouse. It was fully like I had to, you know, it was thanks to my co-host, GP, I think back then. Yeah, he handled the situation really well. But even then, thanks to my husband, because he's the one who really pushes me. Like every time I'm about to say a no, he'll be like, you go for it, you know. And even
Big applause to him.
having 2 babies is.
But you put so much of your family out there.
Yeah.
You're comfortable
The
with
thing
that.
is, we met in Big Boss, so me and
You
my
have put
husband,
yourself
we
already out
proposed
there.
each other in Big Boss. So I think
What's left?
camera has never scared us. And me and Srini, we actually thought, like, should we show the baby's face? You know, it was a huge discussion. And then I said, See, I'm somebody who likes to have pani puri on the streets. I'm somebody who likes to just go on bike rides, and I'm an extrovert, and I love being out there, and I love meeting people. Like when I go to Lulu Mall, if somebody looks like, "You want a picture?" Come, come.
I'll come.
I'm like that. So I'm like, not showing Nila's face would actually, make me mental. So let's just normalize it, and so that they're also not eager to, catch her sometime.
So it doesn't become like a pap event.
Yeah, because
like-
they know her. Like, I feel even she started saying hi to them. And because me and Srini, we both have, we enjoy this life. And I think the biggest asset that we have today is our followers, is our fans. And I think if they have, at a very young age, and I don't know, I have not thought so much about it. I'm just going with the flow and I'm very comfortable.
No, that's great that you're going with the flow because, for me, I'm an introvert. Nobody believes me if I said that because I've never been comfortable with crowds. When I'm on a stage, I'm fine because there's like the separation between me and the crowd.
And the barricade.
And there's like just that separation. Right? But when I'm surrounded by crowds now, I get terribly, like if I go to a party and there's like 6 people, I get like a little,
anxiety,
anxiety, like, oh my God, what am I going to talk? I'm that kind of person. So for me to actually, my friends laugh at me. It's like, how are you doing? Of all people, how are you doing this job? It's like,
It's a gift.
It's like, I think a lot changes after you start doing it. You get used to it.
Yeah.
It just becomes easier as you go along. Because earlier, when print happens, you're just sitting in a corner on a desk and writing. You go meet the person in one hotel room or closed, like there's some studio,
Cafe or
something,
something.
cafe, something, and then you take your dictaphone and then come back and then. But now you're like lights, camera, this thing, that thing, and when I first started interviewing, I was be like, oh my God, these people are actually judging my interviewing. The people who are watching they're saying, one of them is probably saying, what stupid questions or something like that. Do you get that feeling as well?
Yeah.
So
Language, like what are they thinking about my language?
Yeah.
I still can't do the interviews in Tamil, even though I can speak Tamil fluently, because somebody's going to say, what is this Malayali doing talking in Tamil? So it really affects me.
I think we think too much. That's
Yeah.
the big problem. We should stop thinking.
We have print people who became video. They're video people who are born for video.
Yeah, I know. There's a big difference there.
Yeah.
So what is your big, like I switched from this to this moment? Like was there something like that? Of course, print to...
print to video. It wasn't something I had planned, Batty. It was essentially NDTV reached out to me and said, do you want to do a show? And I'd never thought of video. Like, I'm a trained print journalist. And they said, no, come. And I don't know. It was very funny because I didn't know how to read off. And the show was what I pretty much do today, 20 years ago. Like, it was reviews and interviews. And so reviews, I still write a script. I can't just talk, I can't do that. I need to think my thoughts through. And so I would be reading the auto cue like this, like my head would be moving.
The prompter.
So,
Like a tennis.
like a tennis. It was so comical. But, I just took to it. And my first review, my first show was Guru. That was the first
Maniratnam sir.
Maniratnam's
Yeah.
Guru, and that was the first show that I did for NDTV, and it just gets easier. You literally just end up then not even noticing. I never think about what anyone thinks of my questions.
No, this is initially.
Even initially, I used to. What was very funny was like getting used to the makeup. For me, that was like really odd because I'd put on makeup at my wedding, and after that, never again. And suddenly, like at NDTV, like you had, the guys at the studio. It's like an assembly line, right? People just keep coming and they keep. So they would put so much, and my husband would be frightened, and my little kids would be scared. They'd be like, "Mom!" But it just got easier.
My kids get scared when I take off the makeup.
My husband gets scared when I take off the makeup. You don't need makeup. You don't need makeup. You also don't need makeup. I also don't need makeup. There are filters. We can use them.
Shall we leave this conversation? I think they have enough to cover.
I had so much time for us.
So you both are blessed. You really don't need makeup.
So no, but when you go on these events, right? Like to cover. See, for us, the three of us, we handle reviews and interviews. So there's always the thing that if you give a review that is unfavorable to a particular person, then that person may not come for an interview, come sit with an interview. That's always going to be the case, right? So some people, are like they understand that it's an opinion, and even none of us uses harsh words or something like that. So we are okay. Maybe we kind of pretty much are civil about it. But when you say it doesn't work, or it's underwhelming, or it's it could have been written better, or whatever you're saying, even if it's civil, it still means that you didn't, it didn't work for you. So we have to worry about that, like not worry, but that is something that happens.
Mindful of.
Be mindful of.
Yeah.
Do you have to be mindful of anything when you're interviewing somebody?
I have to be so mindful because all my events are live.
Yeah.
I don't have an option to edit it. I don't have an option to say that, oh my God, I said this wrong. Next time I'll not murder this person. Please, for this time, let him be dead. I can't do all of this. So I have to be very mindful. I have to be my own editor on the stage. And like you saw one of the event like that, I have done 500 events or 600 events of pre-releases, audio functions, success meets and everything. And multiple times you are actually dealing with a lot of people's egos.
Yeah, right.
And when I am actually called for an event, I'm not reviewing the film. So mostly my profession starts and yours, mine starts at the start of the cinema and yours is after the cinema is released.
Yeah.
So I think we are at two ends.
Yeah.
So here I'm only talking about what good they have done, how much of hard work they have put into the movie. All these conversations happen. So even if I'm talking about it, I'm always believing in what I'm saying. I don't use too very, praising words or something, but I keep it to a limit where it is believable.
But isn't that a necessity? I've always wondered, because you have to cheer up the crowd.
Yes.
And many of them are fans of the actor or director.
Absolutely, yeah.
So don't you have to, like, how do you handle that?
I love it. I
No.
should say.
I mean, like that praise matter.
Yes.
Like supposing you're introducing S.S. Rajamouli, for instance. Now he's done phenomenal things, and for Telugu cinema, for Indian cinema. But how do you praise without overdoing it? Like, how do you handle it?
Yeah, so I think that's come with a lot of experience that I've had in this industry. And what I really love is our Telugu audience. They are so full of energy, so vibrant. And as soon as I come on stage, they're cheering for me first. And then when they start cheering for me and there is a reciprocation that's happening, I'm saying something and they're reacting to it. I'm saying something, they're reacting to it. So that's where I get all this energy. And when I'm talking about a certain person, like I know Rajamouli sir since student number 1 days, and he was a person who would, after an event, say, please don't say so much about me, please keep it low. Don't talk too high about me and all. So I know how to actually balance the meter because I've worked with all these people since a number of years. So I keep it very subtle, and I know certain fans, how they like to react to certain words that I use about their hero. So I use certain words. Like there is a prefix for most of our heroes.
Yeah.
So when we say that, you can see like the craze that is there in the audience. There's an huge aura that comes in, that sets in. So I really use such kind of words when the actual celebrity has a larger than life image. So these really help because our crowds are sometimes it's 50,000, sometimes it's 1 lakh. So to actually hold the crowd for the whole event, I use a certain words. And
Do you write it?
Yeah, I do my homework.
Okay.
And then I go spontaneously. But I do my homework. I have all my things like how Anu said. I keep all of that ready. And then maybe I might have some other extra things also ready if there is something happening. But I go with whatever is spontaneous there on stage.
So in the notes itself, you'll write, okay, I have to call Prabhas darling here, like things like that?
Yeah, of course. Like if it's Prabhas event, like I'm going to host Raja Saab on 27th. So I'll have a few write-ups about Prabhas, about his previous movies and his dialogues which are very popular, his songs which are very popular. So if I say something which is alien, it will not land on them. What gets popularity is like out of the crowd, if 90% people are reacting to a certain dialogue, like Prabhas dialogue is say, Okka adugu. If I say that, that's enough.
Yeah.
2 minutes, people are going crazy.
Yeah.
Like if Chiranjeevi sir is there, if you say Mokke kada ani PK say, then yeah, it's taken care of. If Balakrishna sir is there, chudu, okavaipe chudu, inko vaipu chudal anukoku. So these are all the dialogues that I play with, the songs that I play with, their mannerism, characterization, all this I do a little bit of homework.
So there is a script.
Yes, of course, there is a script.
Yeah.
there is some preparation.
No, I think she means there is no actual like a formal script.
Sure, but it's points.
Like
Yeah.
more like points, right?
Yeah.
It's like a
Like you know
Yeah.
your touch points.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct. Yeah.
But I feel every industry has that one anchor who has the license to say whatever she wants. And you have that.
You have that in Malayalam. Let me tell you that. Yeah.
I wanted you to say that.
That's why you said that.
She led you there.
No, the thing is, people know this is how we are, and then they don't judge you beyond early. No, she'll
Yeah,
say whatever.
yeah.
So that is there, and even in Suma Garu's situation,
Suma. If I'm calling Anupama, Anu, you can please call me Suma.
I have that in my muscle memory, you know. But Suma, ma'am, okay, I'm trying. She is like, she has the license to say, because we feel very connected to her, right? Like she's part of our family. So during a family function, if one of our cousins is on stage, that is the vibe she gives.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I've become since many years, because I'm on TV since ever. I think TV has started. Like he was there and I am there.
Initially, were you nervous?
No, because I didn't know what is happening. So that was the time when I entered into the industry. So I'm never nervous. So I've been the same way. And as she said, the license has to be renewed
Yeah.
constantly.
but tell me this, Pali, like you know, so you're a person capable of reducing Fahad Fasil to like one schoolboy, you know, in terms of like
Parota, and
you know,
yeah.
yeah, like he's literally like oh my god, I'm giggling so hard, you know, that but the thing is, before watching one of your interviews, for instance, one might not have that idea about that particular person. One might think, oh, Fahad is a great actor, he's a very serious person, whatever. How do you test the waters in an interview to say, okay, I can go this much, I can go that much, or do you just say, listen, I'm just going to do my thing. If you want to join me, join the party.
That's how I
Otherwise,
am.
I'll throw myself a party.
Yeah.
Is that what you are?
You know what? It's usually before the interview. Yeah, I do prepare the questions. I never studied well in school also. Even during exam, I do last minute preparation.
Like as a
You're the professor, no?
I'm like the last minute, like, you know, before getting into the class, I'll just, you know, I was like that. Even now, I'm like that. Before the previous night, I'll put the babies to sleep. Sometimes Nila will be right next to me, you know, coloring, and I'm like, you have some questions. And she'll be like, Mama, you can ask about that. She'll say something. So she kind of inspires me. So I don't need a proper question. I just need a good conversation. I don't think I need to bring out the intellectual side of the actor, because you all are doing that.
Oh, God.
I'm not doing it.
No.
I'm as crazy as you.
And first of all, I'm not a movie buff. Like I don't get time to sit and watch movies. I used to, but now I'm not that updated. So I'm just honest that way. You know, if I don't know something, I'll ask them, no, yeah. So it's more like a conversation. And with Fahad and any actor for that matter, with Gautam sir, you know, he's.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's blushing.
Yeah.
It was the first. He doesn't know who I am. He doesn't know me.
He didn't know you
He
off
didn't
you at
know
all.
me. He said while I was on the way, I saw a reel. I said, great. The only thing he knew about me was through that reel, whatever he saw. And then I knew I had to create a rapport. You know, rapport building is very important.
It's very tough
No, it was very easy.
for you.
Yeah, because, you know, I am good at it.
How do you do it? How do you rapport build?
I don't know. See,
She's an extrovert.
Yeah. It's
so
natural.
yeah.
You're not planning it.
Yeah.
It just
I'm a huge fan of Gautam sir. Like, I think all of us are.
Yes.
And I literally grew up watching all these movies, and he's the one who taught me how to love and fall in love and how to deal with the heartbreak. So if I see, before the interview, I truly become their fan. I'm sitting there like as their fan, and everybody loves their fan. So I'm having a fan moment, and we don't expect our fans to know all about us. They just love us. So I think that's what I try to bring onto the table.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very lovely. Yeah. It's lovely to hear.
And her interviews I've seen, no? So she starts off by having that very casual conversation about endada.
Yeah.
So she's actually talking like it's somebody
Buddies,
whom she
yeah.
knows and buddies. But for people like me, because I have been in the industry since a long time, suddenly I can't go and tell a hero, entra. Era, nu endu chestunavu itla. Then I would see her and say, I should also slowly start doing
Yeah.
this.
Can you do that though? Our industry is different that way.
Maybe with the youngsters I can do it definitely, but I couldn't do it with other people because I have a lot of respect towards them, and that's how it has been maintained since a very long time. So the interviews that I have done till date are very formal and all, but nowadays my chart show that I have started for my YouTube channel are more casual.
Have you ever thought of that, Anu? For me, it's been on and off. And Vishal, I'd also like you to weigh in because, you know, not now though, but earlier it used to be like, you know, should I start this? You know, people will be saying, oh, you know, you're a brand, start your own thing. Have you ever thought about
Start my own thing. That was Film Companion.
Yeah.
that? Like your own, as in
already
not
had
with
one.
others.
No.
That never
No.
was. Okay.
I'm not so interested in myself. I prefer to work with other people. I think it.
The judgment happened right there.
No, not at all. Please, it's just me. I love having people around because I feel that's how I grow. You know, I mean, I've learned so much from him, right? From you, my God. Like you have literally sat me down and said, this is how you do it. This is what you should think about. You know, you even told me when you watch
I
too
didn't
many
teach you
bad.
anything, Anu.
You
No,
did.
I didn't teach you anything,
He's
especially
like,
about reviewing.
physically going away. No, but you have. So for me, I mean, I've done this for 35 years, right? And I don't want to be in my own sort of echo chamber. I want to constantly be reinventing myself and learning. And for me, a team really does that.
Yeah. And what about you?
I'm curious because I think we've already ridden that print wave, the website wave, and the YouTube wave. I'm curious to see what the next
What's
thing
next?
is. Yeah,
AI.
yeah,
Who
AI,
knows?
whatever.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you know, like and for us to be there to reinvent already. I mean, look at my life. Yeah, every 5 years I have to change everything about everything. You know, so maybe what next, and you know, maybe figure out how to get there before other people do, and maybe at least at one place be the first to get there before like being the follower. You know.
Yeah, I at the Goa Film Festival last year, there was a chamber, AI booth. So there was a friend, Suchin, and so we went into the booth and Suchin said, write a review like Baradwajrangan or something like that. And it wrote a review
Yeah,
which
decent,
at least 50% of it was something I would have written.
Yeah.
It just did that. And I was like, oh my God, is my job gone? You know, this is like...
That's when
Your
it was
job
Friday.
just got easier.
But I don't
That's right. Just like ChatGPT do it.
you know, it's some complex thing.
It's
I
not
was like,
gone.
went in and it just wrote the damn thing. It was
That's my
like,
Friday. That's how I send reviews so fast now. I don't care. Write a review. This movie was okay. Now send it to Anu.
Telling this in this public space.
She's my boss. I'm telling you in front of her.
I don't do reviews. I tried once.
me too,
And,
so-
Which
I
film was
deleted. I deleted it.
Which
Did
movie
you not
was that?
enjoy it? Well,
In Puran, I just, it was not even a review. I just
It was a
shot
response.
some, and then I deleted it. I'm like, if I do this now, then I'll have to do for every movie,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
not in a space.
Why not do for the films you like, for instance?
Yeah.
Then they'll say, why didn't you post for this movie? So in a way, we are giving it away. So it's better to not,
No, but you know, I seriously think about doing that. Like now, after all, like more than 3 decades, like should I just be doing? And Roger Ebert called it a criticism of enthusiasm. So you only talk about the films you love, which somehow I don't know. I'm like, look at the delicious possibilities.
Yeah.
you know that you just talk about things you love. So I don't know. I'm seriously toying with it. It might be good. You think about it.
yeah.
Not now.
No, but then I
no.
think
Let Anu do it.
I think also. But then
Suma's like, side mein nahi, nahi.
No, I'm kind of lazy that way because already my hands are full with the babies and.
But
yeah.
when you say you prep, like she said she goes through like points for then has some points ready, right? Your interviews seem like, and she has an agenda, as in she has to talk
through
about
the
this
evening,
person,
yeah.
talk about that person, bring this person on stage, bring that. So while that's happening, so there's a fairly, I won't say pre-molded script, but there's a certain sequence of events or something like that, which you're kind of handling, right? For you, it's like you start and then you end. So do you give yourself a script at all in terms of talking points? Let's go here first. Let's go here first. Nothing like
So
that.
I I'll give you a background. Like I am a media student. I did media psychology as part of my course. And and I loved photography. I did movie making and psychology as in like media law and everything. So advertising was something that I was really interested in. So when people come up to me and say, "Can you promote this film?" That's the only word I think about, promote. I'm not thinking about the content. I'm thinking, what does promotion mean? They want views. They want a lot of people to know that there's a movie coming out. And I try to just make sure that it reaches the masses. I could give the best of questions, but if the views are not good, the purpose is not met. So I try to make it entertaining. I try to mix it with fun and emotion and everything. And because audience means it's a huge variety it's a huge category, right? Like there could be a 5-year-old, an old lady who has hearing aids. So I speak loudly for her. Even yesterday I was telling my team, when you master, even if it peaks, it's okay. I want everyone to hear the audio clearly, because if you can't hear, then you lose interest. So my only motive is the views, especially when it comes to an interview. I want maximum views so that the word reaches everyone.
See, but I'll take not objection to one word that you said. It's not about the best question, because there is no best question anyway.
Yeah, there is no best
I mean, it's not like, something somebody does is more valid or something. You have your way of shaping an interview. Others have their way
Sometimes
of
my question will be, what is your shoe size? I go to that level because I want to know the person. I'm sure like people find that interesting. Don't you want to know his shoe size?
Yeah.
I asked this to Mamuka.
Anu?
What is his shoe size?
He said UK or US.
That's a good answer.
But would you know this before the interview that you're
Yeah, I
gonna ask
write it
that?
down.
So you do have some.
You want, I'll share my questions with you.
No. I'm just
you can give me
interested
yours.
in your method.
Okay, let's assume you're doing an interview with Anu right now, off the cuff. Like, what would be something?
What's
asked?
his skincare routine like? Something like that.
Okay,
I want to know her.
Right.
And
So like
let's start
humanizing.
like how when we meet a friend for the first time, we're trying to make friends. You want to make them feel seen as who they are, and then move to their craft. So I want to know who they are, and then probably that helps me figure out why they are doing this, or what inspired them to become this, or what is their fire. And it might sound like a funny question, but when they end up answering, it'll have a lot of answers.
But actually, what you're doing is just another way of getting to know this person, as opposed to this way. So
Because it's also revealing.
It's revealing, yeah.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
not like.
And when people laugh, automatically your hearts open up. So when your hearts are open, you share more, and even audience are receiving more. And whatever you see when you're laughing, you'll remember it. Like imagine I'm laughing and listening to an interview, and suddenly they say some information, it falls right into my heart. So if he says something about the direction or the movie or anything that comes after that, you're listening. Like, and if you're not laughing beyond, I'm just saying that I like to make people laugh. I'm an entertainer, and I've always wanted to be an entertainer. Whatever I do, I just want to make people laugh, because like she said, life is too short, and you just live it and enjoy to the
Like, I think she
fullest.
speaks on behalf of the people. Like, people would like to know about
These things.
the
Yeah,
hero or the heroine or the director
And the shoe
everything.
size.
And the shoe size. So when you throw such questions, it makes the whole conversation very interesting. Like, we were having a very serious conversation with Mahesh Babu Garu, and I said, do you have idli? And then he's like, what do I eat in the morning? So when he spoke about it, it went really viral.
What
because
does
people,
he eat in the morning?
He said he has a very limited breakfast, which is, I think this was done a few years ago. I have to go back to the interview and watch it again. But whatever he spoke about, the food things and everything, that was taken up by a lot of people, because they wanted to know what is his glamour secret. Why is he so good?
What is his skincare routine?
That's the question.
The comfort food is a question which usually becomes viral. Everybody, so if someone says dal khichdi, at least 100 reels of everybody making dal khichdi attach this video,
correct,
and they'll
correct.
make dal khichdi live, So I think even reels, you need to create now. It's all about reels now. People want that dopamine, and it's within 30 seconds you need to grab all the attention. So we want to create viral moments in the interview that will make the interview reach larger audience. So that reel will fetch us more views. So the audience become our promoters.
Can I ask, can you design a viral moment?
No,
No,
we
no.
can't. We can't.
But what
Sometimes
is it?
I even
Design
I.
a-
Viral
Viral
moment.
moment.
We cannot.
It's
Like,
like
can
trying
you
to
plan
design
a-
a
Yeah.
blockbuster. No, you can't.
Like
So
I
you
do
cannot
some of
really-
them like on stage. Like I would.
No, see, I think there's a little bit of difference there because you know the audience will react to certain things because of the audience has reacted this way earlier. Like, as in, through the years, certain things have been very popular with that particular actor or director or something like that. Whereas, I think when interviews happen, sometimes you're meeting somebody for the first time. You don't even know what they are. It's like where they're.
But in edit, you can actually create the magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, in edit. See, once you've seen the whole episode, like Pearly has done an episode or I have done an episode, and you see the whole thing, then you know that this content is for sure going to be viral.
Yeah, when I'm doing the interview, I know
Yes.
this might become
Become
viral
viral.
in
Yeah,
my brain.
for me it's
But I
done.
don't look for a viral moment. I just look for a viral interview. I don't try to create a viral moment, but that moment is definitely going to help. But sometimes the entire interview might.
Yeah, that's
just
because of the
become-
reels that you put,
Yeah.
which actually pull people to watch the whole interview.
Yeah.
So you know what is that
And that
moment
reel
that you're
has to
going
be entertaining.
Yes.
It has to.
And you have a special social media team that's very good at this.
Yeah, I have editors, I have a team.
Yeah,
I have a
and
team.
they're clued in, like as in they know what.
See, I used to edit all my videos, even after
Like literally
having-
edit all your videos.
Yeah, I learned editing because again that was part of my
Yeah.
course. So I edited in Adobe Premiere Pro and I used to sit and edit. But then when my second baby happened, like it was a little too much for me, then I stopped editing. But every YouTube channel has an editing pattern. So this is like I'm gonna spill some tea. So the switching is so important. When an interview is happening, imagine I'm saying something to Vishal and he's giving an expression which I'm not switching to, the audience will not get that. Audience are usually not watching an interview for information. They are watching it for entertainment. They are just watching it to relax. Maybe they just had a hectic day. Maybe they don't even care about our interview. They're just watching. So sometimes they're not even, they don't have the energy to even think or how to respond to the answers. So the anchor is usually the one who's translating the emotions. She's the bridge or he's the bridge between the audience and the actor. So if I'm smiling, audience are automatically, oh, so the answer is probably good. That's
Like
why
the
she's
judges
smiling.
for the
So if I
shows.
don't
Yeah,
smile
yeah.
and if I'm smiling and the switch is not happening, if my is not
Yeah.
there, then the audience will be like, what is he saying, bro? Because they didn't understand.
Right. So,
So
the
if-
response has to be there.
Yeah, so I always sit with them on the switching. Even today, without me sitting, I don't let any episode go live. I make sure the actor is safe. Not even a single word, even if it's doubtful, will it anything will backfire?
backfire.
I'll edit because I don't want to play with their lives, And so many moments I've cut off, even small remarks. So the thing is, again, I was a TV host for the longest time, so I was editing in my head as I was anchoring. So that also helped me now. Because understanding the audience and everything is very important. And you don't want to hurt anybody's emotions. Even if they say something like, oh, I usually say that to my wife, I don't want to even hurt that wife's emotions. So I cut that part off. So this is something which I do and I make sure it's purely for entertainment, and the switching is very important. Sometimes when I watch your interviews, I want to see your face too. There might be a beautiful answer, but the switching will not happen because obviously the editor is thinking, whoever's talking, only their face. No. You
And
want to
you
see
need
the reactions.
Just like in a movie, you need reactions
But
of the
that
other
takes a lot of
actors.
effort.
Yeah.
Switching means you need to be alert. You don't have to chumma switch. You need to switch at the right time. That is when the 3 screens are always on. So I when I'm watching the main video, I also look there. I'm like, oh, I want that reaction. I want that reaction. So I sit when the switching happens and I train my editors. So every YouTube channel has the editing style. So I think that editing is the key
Yeah, I know.
to an interview.
Editor is the director, actually.
It can break or make an interview.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even films. Any content.
I don't watch much of the interviews while they're being edited afterwards, maybe something like that, because I feel I'll be too critical about this or that and something and say, take this off, take this off, take this off. How's it with you guys? It's like
No, but this is very important, no?
it's a very important thing.
No,
yeah.
I do this
how-
because I have my own channel. So I see to it that the guests who are there, if they have said something. See, like I have worked from Doordarshan days, and we have a central board actually monitoring what you're saying. You're not supposed to talk about the caste, the religion, any bad words.
Politics.
So I have been trained in this about politics or anything. And then comes social media, where you can say anything. And after you say anything, then finally you will get everything.
See, the way I look at that
Actually,
is,
I'm following that rule. Even
Yeah,
on
in my
YouTube.
that's what I
Yeah,
follow
you
too.
have to.
I've not broken any rule.
Yeah, same
I've
thing.
actually kept our channel like a TV channel.
Exactly.
Like politically correct in
Correct,
every
yeah,
way.
yeah.
That's
So
what I'm trying to do.
for me, that way, when one thing I religiously follow is, if somebody calls after an interview and says, "Can you please remove this?" That is, of course,
Yeah.
a no.
Yes, of
like you
course.
kind of do that.
Yeah.
Unless you feel there's a bit of an overreaction and that's actually not really, doing anything like that. Because sometimes people just fear for everything. Every comment becomes a thing. But then my logic, and I explain it to them, is that, see, if people want to, they can make or troll or they can troll or meme or make you miserable about even the most innocent of comments. So there is, forget the supposedly, heavy comment that you made about, or the sarcastic one about like that. Sometime back, I was, a while ago, there was this great actor who was talking about another great actor. See, look at what I'm already. I can't, so I said, is there any role that you wish you'd done, which you kind of came your way, but you kind of said, and he mentioned this movie, and it got this great actor B a lot of acclaim, and kind of a thing, and then he said, while I was listening to the script, that kind of did kind of thing, but when I saw what this other actor had done with that role, I felt so like jealous. I was like, I wish I had done that, and stuff like that. And then he called me the next day, and then he said, "Can you please take that thing off? Because I'm sure the headlines will happen that I'm jealous of." That will become the headline. And I was like, "Shit, man! An actor of this stature has
Worried
to
about
think
this, yeah.
about this." It's like, it made me feel so sad actually for a minute. I was on the toilet when that happened. I don't know why I said that,
Place
but
to feel
So
sad.
you must have felt very shitty.
I did actually, in more ways than one. So that
Was it a Hindi film actor?
it
Was,
was.
I knew it. It
Yeah.
had to be a Hindi film actor.
Yeah.
Hindi film actors are so under siege now about anything they say or do. Anything gets misconstrued, taken out of context.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like
but it
super
does,
careful.
because
It does.
it
No,
does.
no. I'm agreeing. I know. So I understand why he or she would want this taken out.
This happens
Yeah.
in reviews also, because it's
Yeah.
like you've written a review of something for this thing, but they, like earlier, like I've noticed this earlier, people used to come to my blog and say, this sentence, I'm not getting this. What do you mean by this sentence?
Yeah.
Are you like, can you explain this further? So the thing was to engage with you. Now they're like, you're such an idiot, like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know nothing, this thing. Because now they've read it, they made up their mind, they're not interested in knowing what was the sense of that sentence or whatever it is. They're like, so I'm like, I let it on, I don't delete any comments on my blog, but like, not that my blog is a pretty, like, even if people criticize you, it comes in a civil way. Like they say, this review is not like I felt differently, things like that. But you can understand the way the social media really has changed the way people react to everything.
It's not to your reviews, it's to us as actors or anchors.
I remember Karan Johar had said, if I just say good morning, they'll abuse.
I know.
So you don't have to do anything.
See, my dad is a motivational speaker. So when I was about to enter media, he's like, goodbye. And he just gave me a shake hand like this. And he's like, so now from today, you are a public property. Because whatever the public says, earlier when you were in college, if somebody is teasing you or bullying you, I could have come there and spoken to the child or, to the teacher. Now I can't do that. Now you are going into public, so you better know what you're doing. Like one step forward and there's no coming back or looking back, or you cannot become unpopular after becoming popular, no matter. So you sure. So that's something which actually thought about, okay. So he said, see, one thing you need to understand is every comment that comes your way, you don't have to take it to your heart. Don't get obsessed with anything. And so all these things kind of help me, get through these kind of comments and kind of take it in that stride. So when I see a negative comment, I look at it with a lot of empathy.
Yeah,
I'm
same
thinking,
here.
where is that coming from? Why is that person so hurt? Because I know that doesn't suit what I'm. It doesn't
I'm doing
belong
a very
to me.
positive show. Why
Yeah.
is this thing
And
coming?
I think that comment is my biggest teacher, because that comment is teaching me to be patient. That comment is teaching me to be loving, to love back even though I'm not getting the same reciprocation. So I think it's important to become tough, because media is meant for tough people. It's not
for
meant
sure.
for the
No, I
weak.
did the same thing
Yeah.
for my son as he entered into the movie industry. His second film, Mowgli, has released as a hero. So when he did his first film and he was getting into the industry, this is the same advice I gave. He said, I want to be this actor. And I said, are you ready for the social media?
That was your first.
That's the first thing that I
Yeah.
told him. So he said, I am ready. I'm ready for it. So he's done his second film and he's doing good. And there are a lot of comments and negativity and reviews and everything that's happening, but he's okay with it. He's okay. So because your mind is set to it and it's not coming as a blow on your face, you're ready for all of this. And as you very rightly said, when you see a negative comment, you empathize with that person and all. That was initially. But now what has happened is even these negative comments are their profession.
Yeah.
So it's become their profession.
So it's
So,
a mob
also bots,
psychology.
no?
Yeah,
People
mob.
are paying.
Yeah, mob
There's a whole-
psychology.
Yeah.
so there's no point in
absolutely.
empathizing also.
Yeah. No, there's no point. There's no point.
So, Vishal and Anu, because, and Anu, I remember you because when you were doing your pieces for India Today, there were these very long, intense, beautifully, empathetic, analytical pieces about, like, I remember Amitabh Bachchan Has a Cold,
Yeah.
which was taken from Frank Sinatra. The title was taken from Frank Sinatra Has a Cold.
I wrote
which is,
that for the New York Times.
yeah, it was like it was a Guy Tally's article. I
Correct,
think,
correct,
and you
correct.
took that. So those were how we wanted to write. Right? It's like that those are the
Yeah.
inspirations you wanted to get into that zone. But over the years, what has happened is we have discovered that market has slowly dropped off. So today, when people say, you used to write reviews this way, and today your reviews
Yeah.
are a little different. How do you guys deal with that?
It affects me. I got a message last week, from a guy who's been reading me for 10 years. It's like, Vishal, what's happening to you? Why aren't you? I read your Kanta review. Why aren't you putting yourself into that movie? And I thought I'd done a pretty decent job.
You had put yourself into
Yeah,
it.
put myself into the movie, and I'd spoken about what I would have spoken about. But I know what he's saying, Like,
But what is he saying? Like, what did you?
what's happening to you? Why aren't you like? I felt like you didn't really care for that movie, even though you said you liked it. Didn't really understand the reasons why you liked it. Also, things like that. So earlier, I mean, if he's been reading me for 10 years, he knows what I would have written 10 years ago, right?
Yeah.
So when you read that, you get really disturbed, and you don't want to be that.
But did you get into a conversation and try to find out what it was that?
Yeah, of course I did. Yeah.
Okay. So what did they? I mean, can you share that? It's
Yeah,
like,
of course. Yeah, it's like, okay, you spoke about the mirror scenes, but then why didn't you go deeper into
deeper,
it?
okay.
Yeah.
More detail.
Yeah, more
Yeah.
detail. I didn't understand what you meant by this particular sentence. Could you have phrased this differently? It's all like
But
writerly
Vishal,
points.
how lovely to have someone read you like that.
I mean,
And isn't that a great thing to have someone? It is a compliment.
but we're losing them.
They won't let you. I mean, they won't lose you. That's why they are telling you.
No, but the thing is that what he means, and that's true, which is that audience has really shrunk.
Yeah.
Like it's a TLDR world, right? So it's like your that audience has shrunk. So the thing is, even when people say my reviews, you used to write longer reviews. Right now, my reviews are about 1,200 words roughly. That's a decent length for a film. And when you come back from a film to put together that, not that you're targeting X number of words or something like that. Some reviews, some films you struggle to write 200 words about it.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
somehow you have to make it sound professional. And it's like, you try for 500 words or something like that. But the point is that I wonder sometimes, have I myself become a less patient writer? Yeah. So it's like have I become somebody who's like earlier, like I would have probably taken a whole paragraph to describe that mirror scene. Now am I trying to do that in 3 lines because I want to get ahead to the next thing. So has this attention deficit syndrome or whatever is it, has it like affected me also? Pearly, we are so not like you, yeah. This is like, this is very, very...
I feel that what's happening with your profession is the same that must have happened for me and Anu also. When we started, we could grab the whole attention. Like when I started in 1991 and there was only Doordarshan and everybody is only watching me.
Correct.
And nothing else. But now when you look at 2025, there are so many options. Like even in your reviews also, people have shifted from reading reviews to watching reviews to listening reviews. You're giving them so many options. So even for you to write that, maybe you might also think for it twice. And for me as a viewer, I will also think whether I should read this or I should listen to this. So there are so many options available for me. I think that's the change that has happened for all of us. All three of us. All three of us.
But I think, Maddie, because we come from writing, like you heard her describe the entire switching process and all that, no? Do you think we're still thinking like writers? Because I mean, when you were my editor, you were obsessed with segues, obsessed with structure. And I think even when I'm listening to my video interviews, I mean, I only listen, I don't watch the video interview. I'm only thinking about those things. Oh, how's the flow? How's the segue? Is there a good place to start? Does this conversation sound organic? Are we going deeper into a particular topic? Should we stop thinking like a writer and maybe think like a video editor?
See, I don't know if I can. We can do that simply because the review is due, like say 3-4 hours after a thing. So if I don't write the damn thing, I cannot speak it. I'm not an extemporaneous speaker that I can just have a bunch of points in my head and just keep on like talking about it. I need a structure. I need to write down the review first before I read it out or like tell it out. I might make changes while I'm looking at the prompter or saying it or whatever it is. I might add some
to make
extra
it sound
points.
natural.
And I might make like add a couple of points that I did not have in the written review which I have sent already. But if I don't write, I don't. And so while I'm writing, it's natural that I'm going to think about how do I begin this review? But now what I've done is I've made things for myself easier by beginning many reviews earlier. I used to begin reviews. Please stop if this is getting boring because this is not.
I'm listening to you.
Yeah, maybe we'll start writing reviews. Me and Pearly.
What do you do now, man?
No, earlier I was.
We sit together.
Yeah, you can have her. Actually,
I'm not good at reviewing.
Me too.
Because I love every
Me too. I love every movie.
So every time I say I love it.
You love the
like,
movies
you
you've
love
been
the
in?
movie? I'm like, yeah, I love it.
You love the movies you've been in?
Yeah, I love everything.
Double barrels?
Yeah, I loved it. I loved the movie. I watched it with the team at the back row and I loved it.
My movie Premante is on Netflix, just released day before
Oh,
yesterday. I love it.
yeah, with the Priyadarshi.
Yeah. I'm the cop.
Yeah. So,
No, Barry, finish what you were saying. What do
You
you
were
do
saying
now?
something in the
Yeah, you said
initial-
in the
When
review.
you should write.
no. So, like earlier, when you're just writing the written review, you want to you can take a paragraph to say Anupama got off the car. She kind of stepped outside. She looked around. This thing, and then she sees somebody, and then like this happens, and in this one moment, her personality is captured. Then the next paragraph, the story is about Anupama as a something. So the thing is, you have that writerly luxury of setting something up and I noticed this in many of my older reviews where I take a character and describe something about that character and then say, this is that character. How does she fit into the film? Now it's reversed. Now it's like,
This is the
these
film.
are the main characters in the film because the people are listening to the review
Correct.
in video form. That's how it happens. It's
Yeah.
like they need to know the basic details of the story right away. You can't do that writerly thing of like
Building up. Yeah.
Can
That is
I
definitely-
add something to this? So before it was just reading, right? Now when you come to audio and visual, these two factors, audio, like your voice is so important.
Yeah.
And when I say voice has a lot of range. Like it can express love. I can say, I hate you. You know that I don't mean it. But the words are like, I hate you. If I had written it, you would have been like, hey, Pearly, why do you hate me? But when I said, I hate you, you're like, oh, Pearly, you love me, no? I'm like, no, I hate you. Why? Because the audio is changed. So I think when you add tonality and your emotion and your expressions, like your micro expressions might be very important. Like when I'm listening and if I'm like that's a small expression, but that means I'm like watching you. Say you're
Oh my
saying
God, I'm never
something.
doing a review
So
again.
I think
Somebody's watching micro expressions.
so I think expressions are very important. Like people are not watching you; their subconscious minds are watching you. So they don't plan on liking you or disliking you. They might dislike us for no reason. They might like us also for no reason.
Yeah.
So the reason is something which will come from the heart.
No, I agree with that, Pali. See, even me liking an actor or director or screenwriter or something, it's not always rational.
Logical, yeah.
Sometimes there's maybe whatever happened, but when you're giving a review out as something that a part of a channel, that you want that to be reasonably well structured.
Yeah.
Like so that even the person who's going to watch 1 minute of it just to know what the film is about is going to get something. And the person who watches the whole review will kind of get an idea of something.
Idea.
So that's where the change comes from. It's like, it's not coming from the other.
So tell me a line that you, maybe a review line.
Now we'll have to say
Let's
that.
see his micro
I hate
expressions.
the film.
Like that.
I like that.
Really, I hate you.
Not that. Like imagine, I love the film.
No, but Percy,
So-
I hate you.
But what I feel personally, because there's a lot of conversation around reviews being done, and we both basically don't do the reviews. And I feel
No,
that
she did an Emperor review and decided not to publish it. So technically, she's done it.
done.
She's
Yeah.
done the one.
It was all love for the movie, but the thing is, I didn't know if I knew it was going to be the beginning of something new, you know?
This is destiny. Your first was with Prithviraj. And
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, wow.
you should.
See?
Prithvi, if you're watching this,
Yeah, he's watching this. Yeah.
he's definitely watching this.
I feel nowadays most of the reviews are about the thumbnail that they put on the review, and they're mostly targeted. They're so people who are investing a lot into films and their primary source of income is only coming from films. They get deeply impacted by the kind of thumbnails that are being put on the things. Like people like you who are very genuinely writing about reviews and all. Maybe you all might not get so many eyeballs to what you all have written, but these people will easily get it because the thumbnail is so very strikingly negative or bad or something that's being done. And we also see nowadays that reviews are being given not of films that are made, but are being made also.
Yeah.
So that might not be good.
My thumbnails, I don't think too much, so I just write the names. Nivin and Aju. Today's thumbnail is also
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
it.
I like to keep it clean, underplay the thumbnail, because usually when people want clickbaits, after some time it's the story of the crocodile.
Correct.
Like, you don't, then after that, it's just a clickbait. So we usually, the more simple the thumbnail, people know there's something in it.
Yeah.
I
know.
I think it's better not to write anything on
I mean, yeah.
No, please.
No, most of the people who write thumbnails like that, they don't have a real content in it. There's no content inside that. But if you have a real good content, you don't need to have a...
Yeah.
But
Weird
I'm
thumbnail.
going to start with
Face card.
Suma and come around. What is your favorite interview or hosting event or, like something that, okay, not favorite necessarily, but something that made you think very differently about somebody or do you want me to start?
Yeah.
Like for me, it was an interview with S.J. Surya. That was the first time I was meeting him. I'd always liked him as a very different and unique kind of actor. But that interview, whatever happened, there was such a connect that happened right then. He was so emotionally open. He just laid it out bare about his successes, his failures, his attempt to get back on top, and now how he sees everything. And it was almost like mind-numbingly. I had never had an interview like that. It was like somebody was just like bearing their soul, and not that, like earlier I didn't know the person, but this interview just shifted something in me, that, and a few of them I have, I mean, like that, not
I think
necessarily.
it's because it's you. Like the fact that, all of you sitting in front of me, I'm not even kidding. Like if I, a lot of people dream of coming on your shows. Like they think.
Pearly, will you
if
come on my show?
I'm here. I I hate you. just kidding. No, that'll be the thumbnail. Pearly hates So I feel like when I see your interviews, and there's a lot of depth to it. Like if somebody wants reach, they might come to me. But if somebody wants depth, I think that's where
Reach, no.
no, deep conversation.
Somebody wants an interview that go out to people. Do not go.
That's not what I meant. But you're not trying to make it viral. It's very obvious. You're not trying to entertain people. You're trying to understand the person sitting in front of you, and just peeling every layer, and with a lot of respect, and
What was that for you though? Which interview was that? Can you?
Your Dhyan interview.
my Dhyan interview was very, very. I didn't expect him to open up like that. So Dhyan is known for being funny, right?
And he's called the interview star.
Yeah.
And I was ready to laugh my hearts out, and then he came and he just started talking about big things, and it was more of a motivational interview than an entertainment. And I told him, next time please make us all laugh. And and another interview is Mammookka's interview, where I got Mammookka and Srini uncle. They both were there, and see, I was already late to the location, and when I walked in, Mammookka is saying, hey, star Atiyallo. And I'm like, oh, that's the first time I'm seeing him. And I was like, so sorry. And then just 10 minutes. And then we started the interview, and I'm saying, I'm nervous. Oh, it's okay. And then it became such a fun episode where they both were pulling my leg. Actually, Srini uncle was supporting me kind of. And then Mammookka, I've never seen Mammookka like that before. I never knew Mammookka had that side. So that interview made me also understand that maybe as an anchor, I just need to be myself.
A facilitator.
In between, I even wrote, like, while I was writing
I'm
the
nervous.
questions,
No, you wrote, yeah.
I wrote, like, while I'm writing the question, you just scribble, no, your mind voice, like, I'm nervous about tomorrow's episode. And I kind of read that during the interview, and I'm reading, I'm nervous. Oh, sorry. And he's like, pre-planned nervousness.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so sorry. And then, in Malayalam, we say, kainu poi.
Yeah.
For me, it was like that moment. Like, I lost it. But they just had a lot of fun. They sang, and I'm asking him, Mammookka, if you want to get a tattoo. So he's like, oh no, I don't want to get tattooed. I'm like, please, in case, if it's me, I'll get flower. And then Srini uncle is like, now that I've met you, Pearly. And I'm like,
I'll get your name.
see, so this was the feel of the interview. For me, they are legends, okay? More than looking up to them, they're beyond stars for us. We grew up watching them, and they just became so they made me comfortable. Like, they treated me like someone they knew. And that's not a small thing. Yeah. So it's also the effort that the actor puts, which makes an interview is not a single thing where the anchor comes. It's a team effort. It's a synergy.
It has, I mean, I like to call it energy, but it's basically two people feeding off each other, and not one person saying questions and the other person saying answers.
And they are there to promote their film, so we are helping them promote their film. So it's something which has to be done. Both of them has to put in effort. They should answer, and they should also understand, I'm here for a purpose. So that usually helps. And usually before the interview, I tell my guests, like, be yourself. During the edit, I'll make sure nobody has ever gotten into trouble because of my interviews. So, and that's something that I'm proudly saying. I have gotten into trouble, but that's something which I usually do on purpose. Even if I get trolled, it's okay. I don't mind, but I don't want to get them into any kind of, So, So and that makes them more comfortable. And I'm like, if you're not comfortable with any words, most of the stars do have certain things. They'll tell me, Pari, don't ask me about this or this person. And I'm like, okay, I'll cut that question off. And even if we talk about something they're not comfortable with, I tell them I'll edit it. You send me a voice note. You tell me tomorrow, send me a voice note of whatever you think you don't want to be in the interview, and I'll cut it off. And if if their judgment is wrong, I'll convince them. Don't worry about it. It won't backfire.
Anu?
You know, I think it would have to be the 2019 roundtable, which, if I'm not wrong, was the first roundtable that Film Companion did. And it was this galaxy of incredible artists, you know. So there was Ranveer and Alia and Deepika and Vijay Sethupathi and Vijay Deverakonda
Parvati.
and Parvati and Manoj Bajpayee and Ayushmann. And it was just so incredible. We shot it at like, I don't remember, I think like really late at night. I don't know what the time was, but because that was the only time you could get them, their schedules to align. And it was just such a wonderful conversation across different industries about acting, about, you know, just what it takes to be an artist. And it makes me sad now to look at it because I know that it'll never happen again. That none of these people, because a lot of people now don't want to sit with other people.
Yeah, one of the toughest things about arranging roundtables, sorry to cut into
Yeah,
what you're
Where
saying
is the table, by the way? I was expecting a round table.
you have to,
It's in your head.
you have to
They will
manifest
generate it VFX.
You have to manifest it.
Okay.
It's there.
It's
It's there. You want to
Like
see it, it's there.
visualize.
Like you have to say,
Oops, I hit my leg.
Pearly, the table is here.
Yeah.
Like that.
Early, you hate the table. You don't hate the table. So, the toughest thing is actually getting a bunch of people that want to sit with each other. Because sometimes it's like, because typically, and I'm sure people who've done these will agree with, the question is not, do I have the dates? It's like, when you ask somebody,
else
it's like,
is there?
who else is there?
Yes.
That becomes the first question. It's like, so the thing is, are you willing to go? Sometimes I even tell them that, why don't you just wait and see if there's a, like, no, but first tell me who else is there. So nobody commits first, and then it's hair raising, even though I can't say that phrase. It's
Like
you know,
goosebumps?
yeah, you can say. Yes.
Just kidding.
So,
It's for me, it's
but
just,
you feel sad that
I feel sad. I feel sad because I think that roundtables are about camaraderie and about learning. I mean, I've just learned, because the three of us do similar things, but you two don't. And I've just learned by being in a conversation with the two of you, right? And I don't understand why it becomes an element of positioning rather than learning from each other and sharing.
yeah.
Just
being
sharing.
around, because you
Yeah.
may not be with these people at any other time.
Yeah.
Like, unless a movie happens in the future or something like that. But it's all become about.
Even I asked you who all are there, but out of excitement. Who all are
Yeah, I mean, same
The
way.
first thing I said was, I'm going to be
Who's
there.
Vishal?
Now don't change the topic. Like, otherwise I'll show them the messages.
The next day, I said popcorn. You can show that message. I'm like, I don't have anything to say, but I'll just sit there.
Yeah. Am I going to be the most popular one there? She asked me that question.
No, I would never write that.
So,
When all of you are talking about interviews, I feel that I'm actually very much late behind because most of mine have been game shows and
no.
pre-releases.
I mean any experience, because see, the point is, all of us deal with film personalities, right? So anything, it could be that longest running
Women's game show.
women's game show. So it could be that, anything that taught you or
Oh my
revealed
God.
something to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a 12 years experience, 26 episodes a month, along with doing other shows. That means I was doing around 54 episodes a month, and there was no retelecast, repeat or replacement. I was the only person doing it all through. My children were small and they were there along with me. And for 12 years, it was an experience that taught me. I was doing with mostly housewives, and we would shoot 4 episodes or 5 episodes a day. And it was such a beautiful experience that I'll cherish for my lifetime. So much of learning from them. Everybody is so excited because actually they're working so hard in the house. And I started saying that there is no working woman and non-working woman.
Correct.
Because all women are working.
Working, yeah.
Yeah. So all of them would come, they would have a gala time, and they would share so many things about their life with me. So these are the things, these experiences has shaped me up to date to be who I am. And if you ask in terms of events, Bahubali was one event which actually showed me something very, very differently, that how Rajamouli sir organized the whole event, how the crowd was, and
What was different about it?
generally it's only him who does complete rehearsals for an event, like how he did even for the Globetrotter event. So for this Bahubali event, even Prabhasar has to rehearse, Rana Garu has to rehearse, everybody has to do the rehearsals. And I'm the person like the Sutradhar holding the whole event. So there's no in-ear, there's no prompter. So I have to know from top to bottom of the event who is going to come next, what am I going to talk about them, who is the next person, where am I going to hand over the mic. So everything has to be in my head. Like I practice a stage play because I'm also a theatre actress. I did the same thing for Bahubali. So the whole thing of 2.5 to 3 hours, the whole run was in my head. So it was like everybody has an entry, there is a song that is being played, I introduce them, then they come on stage, they wave and they go. So this was practiced. And then Prabhas sir came on stage and some person randomly went and gave him the mic. And then from down, Rajamouli said, "Get the mic, take it from him, take it from him." And I'm going. So I take the mic from him and he's like this. And the next day he asked me, "You know what? You came near me and I thought I did something very badly wrong. That's why you came to tell me." I said, "No, I came to take your mic." So these kind of things have taught me to be like spontaneous.
You're really thinking on your feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the more than interviews, it's been of game shows, of events.
No, but actually, I would say even the hosting is a kind of interview because you're maybe they're not at a stretch, but you're doing these segments with everybody. So that is like and that's more stress because it's a live interview.
Yes.
Like you've got to get it right at that one point because you can't ask the question again or, like go back because that person is there for the 10 minutes on stage. You can't say, "Oh, I thought of a better question for you, come back up on stage." You can't do that, You have to do that right then. So actually that is an interview, I would say.
For me, in that way, it would be like for some of my pre-releases, I have always also been on get-ups. Like for Jersey of Nani's, I was in a cricket get-up. So that is something that I'll really cherish because you have to hold the get-up for the whole 2 hours and you literally don't know what that person is going to say you. You are wearing, you are in a get-up and you are practicing a character, you're doing a character and you have to align the other person who's coming on stage to be with you with the same character.
Yeah.
So I think these get-ups that I have done for certain events like Size Zero, many of them, these have really helped me and I cherish most of them.
And I think what Dulquer said about her, right? Like, she's home. Every time I'm on stage, like when I see her, I'm like, and I think he meant that, like every word, because you are that person for a lot of actors. Because not all actors are comfortable in front of the camera during an interview. A lot of people tell me that, like, Polly, I'm scared of interviews because I'm conscious. And even stages, they get nervous. So not all the stars we see on the big screen are actually like confident on stage. But when they say, because of you, I feel more comfortable, that's a big thing.
Correct.
Like
And
you are there. So that's another thing which an anchor has to do.
They have to create that safe space and
Yeah,
that's otherwise you're not going to...
Like I'm there. Main hoon na.
Main
Main hoon na.
I'll take care. And I know what is happening.
Yeah. Don't worry. This kind of a thing. Vishal?
What is the question?
Dude.
Which of your interviews?
No, I feel very bad that I'm still not able to get that romance with video. I'm not able to. It's been so many years. I've been doing so many videos.
I'll tell you why.
Just take a
because
picture
you
of your
just said that
girlfriend.
you only listen to your audio. Now start seeing your video.
If I see myself, then the
That's
video,
the problem.
the edit is never happening.
No. But there have been many good interviews that you've done.
Maybe, but then for me, I don't know. Like when you ask me this question, the only thing I'm thinking about is this interview I did with Jatin Lalit, and it happened.
That was
over
a print interview.
It was a print interview, and then we're talking. It's the interview time is over. I've got what I wanted. He's talking about Lata Mangeshkar. He's talking about how he had to rush from Juhu to South to make her sing a song for the first time. And the adult jokes that she used to crack about the cricket that she was watching at that time. It goes into a space that people are not comfortable to. When there's a camera, you're not going to talk about that. I write it or not is, of course, my discretion. But then it goes into a space where it's actually what human beings are meant for, to actually talk to each other. That happens in writing far easier. They don't care. I mean, every time he's calling me Vishnu, hey, Vijay, Vishal. He's not even remembering my name.
So sweet.
But it's going into a zone where I feel this can only happen because it's text. Right. And with video, I don't think of course, there are great interviews that happen. I keep telling you also, Baddy, your interview with Bombay Jayashree in text. you cannot capture that on video.
No.
Yeah.
But same way, like your Alka Yagnik interview, you can't capture that on text.
Correct.
It's another space. It's
It
an
is
abstract
another
space.
space, yeah.
So once you're able to achieve that in video and in text, you feel very disappointed when you can't get that with the other medium.
I don't know. I think you've done good interviews. It's just that I don't think I think it's also because we are super critical. So that becomes a.
wasn't until I met you, but
Thank you so much.
I think he does a great job.
Yeah.
Like, I think your interview with Fahad,
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing.
I was jealous.
From
tell my mom.
Fahad opened up on so many levels. Like, you asked the right questions, obviously, but in my interview, he would never say that because I would never throw in such questions. Like, I would be asking him shoe size. You asked him something deep and he went really, all out and he was talking to you. And that interview was viral.
Sometimes people like that, just like sometimes they're okay, today I'm not in the mood for like deep stuff. I want to have a nice, like, fun chat. Sometimes they are in the mood for a deep chat. You never know. Yeah. Of course, you don't know what avatar
That
of the
day,
actor you're getting that day. But sometimes when they are in a mood for a deep chat, for example, there is this Tamil comedian called Santanam.
My favorite of this year.
Yeah, I was very nervous before going for that interview because you know how people create these narratives around you, right? Oh, you're a
Classy guy.
Classy guy, upmarket
Can't
guy.
do
You
Masi.
don't know this person. Or Santanam is like, you won't understand his jokes, and then they'll tell Santanam probably that no, he'll only talk in English, something, or like he's very he'll ask you something. So I was like, I had messed up my mind enough before the interview. So I was like going in there, I was like really not sure what was going to happen. But the segue was so smooth. Yeah. Our energy just met beautifully, and it was a lovely. As sometimes the miracle of it is, I'm sure you guys have experienced it sometimes. As the interview is happening, wow, this is going really well.
Yeah.
That stuff happens, and then when that zone happens, you just switch off. It's like you're on autopilot. You're not looking at your phone.
You've forgotten the cameras.
You've forgotten the cameras there. It just goes on.
My husband's trainee, like we both run the production house together. So every time there's an interview, he says, I feel he sees every interview like a movie. He's like, for 1.5 hours, most of our interviews are 1.5 hours. And it goes beyond 1 million, 5 million, 4 million. So he's like, every interview is like a movie for him. And he'll say, it's a single take. There is no cut or anything. We speak like that and I am the show director. I don't have anyone prompting or helping me. I write the questions. And the thing is, that unpredictability of what is going to happen, that excites everybody more than anything. And how the interview, like every movie and every interview for us is like a movie. If it works, it works. And I always wanted to ask both of you, how do you remember the questions? How do you remember the questions?
He cuts.
I cut. I look at
He
them.
cuts.
Oh.
Yeah.
No,
Okay. I feel it's a very bad thing to do. Like,
you really read in between?
Yeah.
No. See, what will happen is,
Vishal, let me just take this in. I used to think,
I'll tell you where.
So I need to have that kind of memory. I was eating mate black thing, no? That,
what black thing?
Mate,
No. So I'll tell you what happened. So
I can't remember.
Let's say I have about 20 questions, right? So I'll read them out 3-4 times. Okay. So at least 10 of them will stick to you. So while those 10 will come in any order. When you rehearse, like it's like reading for a play, right? You repeat the questions about 3-4 times and 5 times, 6 times. Then all the questions, of course, you won't remember everything.
Yeah.
So then I'll have a cut at say 30 minutes when I'll say, okay, now I've stopped. I don't remember what the next question is. I'll just scroll through my phone quickly and see, is there something that I missed, or has it already been covered in one other? Because one thing that happens is you sometimes over-prepare. And when you have those questions, they themselves come up with the answers for those questions, even though you haven't specifically asked about that one question. Yeah. But this is always safe to have, because there are sometimes you get people who will give 1-word answers and 2-word answers and all that, and then you're gone because they're not giving you anything to play off of. But you said unpredictability, right? I just want to say something about that regarding Vishal. And he's a
Vishal's
guy.
like,
He's a
Tell me,
guy.
he calls me every day. Didn't he?
He's a guy whose opinion about a movie I really want to know. Simply because there'll be movies that, of course, it's not about agreeing. There'll be movies that I like and he'll be like laughing at them. There'll be movies that he likes that I'll be like, how can you like it? But whatever it is. But I genuinely want to know, because he's one guy who truly likes cinema, who truly appreciates and enjoys cinema. And it's whether it's like a pure popcorn masala movie or some high-tech can movie or something like that, he just goes the range. Just work on his self-confidence, please. Like and kind of, make him.
What can Pearly do? Tell her.
She's done psychology, so.
Yeah.
I'll go to your dad.
he'll tell you money.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to ask her is like when you do round tables, like obviously when the stars align, and I see you looking at them and asking them questions about their movies and their detailed questions. And I'm wondering how she's remembering so many things.
I'm not.
Like I watched Basil's interview and I called him the next day and I'm like, he spoke about, I have muscle memory, just like how you say, subscribe to Hollywood Reporter. So I think he did a great job on the panel. He was like the first bench student sitting right next to you and giving the right answers. And I think you made everyone feel seen. Like, and I felt like, again, how do you remember all these questions?
I'll tell you that. Because I know, like, when she'll be doing these interviews, I'll have the questions with her. I mean, I'll have the questions and I have to make sure that she's got everything ready. She doesn't forget anything. It'll be exactly like what she's written. It'll be exactly, and she's modulating. She's 100% sincere. She genuinely wants to know the answer. That is...
No, I learn. I mug it.
And Anu, today, before coming to
and
the
she's...
show.
I have to remember,
So
she's
I
talking
learned
about...
from this because when I write 20 questions, out of that I asked only 5.
But that's fine.
And the rest
By the time 1 hour is over.
after the interview, I forgot to ask this question. Because
I have immense OCD. You know that. So
How does he know that?
So for me, when I know that like I've reached the end of the questions that I remember, sometimes it's all of them, sometimes it's half of them, whatever. I just have to scroll and make sure that the others are asked in some manner. For me, that's one thing. If I prepare that, those points need to be covered.
I'm glad we're all speaking about it because I have the reputation. Oh, Pearly's not listening. Because during the interview, I like.
No, that you should never do.
See,
I should never do, but I do that because they are in a flow and I don't want to break that flow.
Just keep keep that earpiece and ask somebody to tell.
No, there is no
Tell
order.
Srini to tell you.
See, I may not.
She'll say, shut up.
He's sitting there. So usually it's not a big question also. Like I just need to see the first word. But now I've tried to by heart. But again, Chavanaprasham might help.
I do a lot of by heart because I have so many sponsor names.
I'm learning it by heart.
Yeah.
That and all I'll remember.
And then I have banner names.
And
producer names.
That's tough.
And then director and
Yeah.
the DOP
And you can't miss
the
anything.
art. Like yesterday I had a pre-release event, so this complete lineup of things are there in my head.
It's going to Indian schools that's helping us, right?
Yeah.
All we did was mug.
Mug up.
No, but eventually the difference with Anu, I think, is when we are all in our respective industries. Like even if we forget, even if the filmography is by heart, we know the entire work by heart. Anu's remembering Malayalam movies, Malayalam
Tamil.
pronunciation, Tamil pronunciation,
My
the
pronunciation
hierarchies
is the
of
worst.
superstar. And she'll say that I mean, I'll be looking at the question, she's saying exactly the same. I don't know how you do that.
I watched the interview with Pradeep because the next day I was having my interview with him.
Yeah.
So to know who he is, how he is,
I watched that too because Pradeep came for my show. And I watched your interview.
For Dhruv.
No, for Pradeep. And for Dhruv also.
Oh, okay. Dhruv also, Anupama and...
Yeah, they both were there here.
I think
and
we're
there.
all copying each other.
But the interesting thing is with different energies,
Oh,
right?
give
So
Pani Puri, I'll give Bel Puri.
You know what I'll do? I'll tell people, send your reel and say, edit it as it is as early as done.
I also said it's the same dress also. No, you gave food and all. No, I was telling Srini, we also should give food.
My show is called Chart Show. So
Oh,
I give
that's exactly what
right,
he said.
that's right.
This is a chat show, that's a chart show.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
but I think we need to wrap this up. So thank you so much for
This was
accepting
so much
the-
fun,
This was
Daddy.
just such fun.
Yeah.
We got to do fun kind of angst and angst kind of fun. So
Yeah.
it was like
Nice, nice.
That
You
was
think of
good.
that before?
Yeah. So I mugged that up
I've
before.
never seen an anchor's
Round table,
Yeah.
even though there's
So
no
the
table,
credit
but
goes
yeah.
to.
Maddie.
Thank you so much for actually.
Usually they don't want to promote other anchors, but thanks.
No, I feel like this is an acknowledgement of all the work that we have been.
No, but I have immense admiration for what you all do, which is what this table is about, right? It's like, because I mean, of course, I have a personal rapport with Anu and with Vishal, but I with you, I've only seen you on TV, and like same here.
Are you meeting her for the first time?
Yeah,
Like, for
yeah.
real?
Same here. It's like the.
Doesn't feel like it.
Yeah.
But I think that because we all keep seeing each other on.
Yeah.
So it
Thanks
doesn't
to
feel
social
like
media.
thanks to the thing. But thank you so much, Pearly, Suma, Vishal, and
Thank
Anu.
you so much.
Had so much fun, and happy 2026 to all of you.
Yes,
Thank you so much,
thank you so
Barry,
much.
and I hate you.
I love all of you all. Thank you so much, and I wish everybody has a great year ahead.
Yes,
Thank you so
yes.
much.
Thank you.
We'll
I
watch
love
you
it,
and you
guys.
watch yourself too.
Yeah,
Just
no.
rewind if you're
We
just
all
watching from the.
we all love
It's a
each
group
other.
hug.
It's a group hug.
Yeah, it's a good hug.
Correct. Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you so much.
Title sponsors the Chennai Cells. Let the celebrations begin. GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand. Anuj Styles, Ragangal Palavitham, Ovondrum Mulagattaram. Presta Women's Wear. Anaithilum Besta, Presta. Innerwear, Leggings and Nighties. Presents Galatta Plus Mega Roundtable. Anchors. Supported by KFC. Full on variety, full on chicken. Login 360. Start your dream IT career.